Square four.
Yo, what's up? It's Driscoll. A bit of a different format today. I want to try making a from scratch video without too much editing so that I can show you the process with more details and everything. So let me know down below in the comments if this is something you like to watch or if you prefer the much more edited versions of my videos. But yeah, I'm gonna try that today and let me know what you think. So I want to make rhythm today. So let's start with a little bit of sound design. I'm gonna get some MIDI notes going here. And of course, we're gonna use the reason rack. All right, so I'm gonna start probably with a square 4. I'm gonna choose shape 20. Add the volume automation all the way up, sync that, and we're gonna do quarter notes. I don't know. Quarter notes, I don't know, maybe we're gonna change that later to 8 notes, we'll see. So here, the important thing to do with the square 4 is to mess around with the index and the motion. I'm not gonna go in the filter right now. All right, so this combination is something I like right now. So let's move on. I'm gonna add mod A on the pitch, I think. So let's get a ramp down like this, sync. And because I'm playing quarter notes with mod B, I want to play half notes with mod A so that we have this like 1-2 type of sound. And then we can mess around with the index modulation as well. Like only this already gives a lot of motion to the sound. We could stop right here and start adding some effects and some post-processing, and we can do a lot of things with only that sound, you know? Let's try adding a filter just to see how it sounds. Also a little bit of saturation, why not? And let's try the comp filter. Okay, let's start with this, and maybe I'll come back and remove the comp filter, I don't know. But let's start moving from here. The first thing I want to do, because it's really quiet right now coming out of Maelstrom, so I'm gonna start adding some downwards OTTs. I like to add 2 of those. Alright, so I'm gonna start in here with the chorus flanger. I like to sync this on half notes usually and not too much amount here. You see, like that chorus flanger is so typical of the rhythm sound. I mean, that comms filter could be like on and off, depending, like maybe a variation somewhere. Now let's add a Scream 4 distortion. Alright, so now let's go in the post-processing here. I'm gonna add a reverb. So this reverb is just very simple. It's like a parallel chain where I have the reverb on one chain at 100% dry and wet, and then I have a clean chain, and then I can just adjust the volume of the reverb with this slider, and I map this slider on the macro right here so that I can control it better. And then I'm gonna add a delay on 8 notes probably. And then some EQing. And let me try just 8 notes here, just to see how it sounds. And this would be on quarter notes. And the chorus also on quarter notes. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with this sound and maybe I'll come back to it later. So now I wanna add a sub bass. So I have this little preset. It's just the analog sine wave, only these 3 harmonics. And then in the post-processing, I just have this EQ boosting the 37.5 Hertz. So copy that right here and make it 8 notes. Now this is in my sidechain group, and in this group I just have this utility with the gain automated to create the sidechain right here. So now we can start getting some drums in here. Let's see some claps. So, all right, I'm gonna group those, rename that claps. Just process these things together. First, an EQ. And then a little bit of reverb. And then when you change the size of the reverb, you can get really like metallic tones depending on your sound. I'm gonna add a hi-hat. Alright, and now we can start messing around with the flow. Okay, I'm gonna start automating a little bit some stuff here, like the index. I don't like the sound right now, but I'm hoping that after some automation, I can get some inspiration somewhere. like some sort of fake out, no sidechain. Alright, so what I've done here is some automation on the index position of the grain table. So mostly just going down a little bit, and I'm repeating that all the way through. And then right here, I have just a little bit of comms filter movement on the first part where there's no drums, going into the rest of the drop on the same settings. I might change that later. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of this sound right now, so I still need to work on it, but we'll see. And now I want to add some pitch automation at the beginning, like that. Then maybe one small here. And then I want to add the same pitch automation on the sub. So plus 12 here, pitch wheel. And then I guess I can just copy that. Yeah, still not a big fan of this sound. I think maybe like I can have a lot of resonance on the filter for this first part, then bring it down a bit, and then I can mess around with the comm filter a little bit more. Alright, now let's start messing around with the drum flow. And then add some flow variation on the rate knob here. Like maybe we can have some triplets going on. Same thing with the sub. And then we can have some ambience in the background also. So this is in D sharp, so we need to go +1. Maybe even add some pitch automation in there. And just add a bunch of effects. And then we can start adding some variation to this whole thing. So let's see. We can use the automations we already have, I guess. And let's see if we can change the flow as well. Like I guess we can try straight up 8 notes all the way through. pause here. I feel like I need a little bit more reverb on this clap. And let's try adding a pre-drop vocal.
Square four.
Let me add an OTT on this group.
Square four.
And then maybe one last downlifter. And yeah, so that's basically how I make rhythm in Maelstrom. This is far from being the best drop I've made, to be honest, but at least it kind of shows you the workflow and the process and everything with more details. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. This project file will be available on my Patreon for those of you who want it. And yeah, see you next time.